Hi there, I'm Avery Lyra.
Hi, I'm Isabel Robles.
Hi, I'm Madison Ursunis.
My name is Peace Musangi.
Can you share any personal experiences or challenge you have faced regarding mental health in high school?
Well, I feel like my mental health really went down in middle school, so way before high school. But I feel like as I transitioned into high school, it got better because in middle school I was really struggling, and it was really bad that even my parents found out. It was very known that it was there.
My situation was very similar to hers. I had really bad anxiety in middle school, and then when I got to high school, it definitely got a lot better. I'd say the only thing about high school is, there's just a lot of work and a lot of people. And so I guess that can be a little bit anxiety inducing, but to be honest, in my experience, high school definitely made my mental health better instead of worse.
For me, I've pretty much had mental health problems ever since preschool. It's pretty much been the same until I reached a 10th grade year in high school, and I would say it got better because, I got to interact with people more, and I would say that my anxiety decreased a little bit.
Yeah, I think kind of like that. I've always had something in the back of my mind, you're like, that shouldn't be there. But it's like a spectrum kind of. Some days it's amazing and I don't have anything, and then other days it's completely out the gutter and it's awful and I can't focus.
What resources and support systems have y'all found helpful with dealing with mental health issues in high school?
Well, to me personally, definitely getting a hobby that I just stick to was definitely the main thing that helped me. The first thing I started doing was reading a lot, and then I started doing piano lessons, and I think just having that, escape, you could say, or something to just fill your mind up that isn't something mentally is definitely very helpful.
For me, I would say the biggest thing that kind of helped me get better was to have people around me a little bit more. I'd say, basically interacting with people more, so joining sports and stuff like that really did help a lot.
Yeah, being able to draw and have it like a journal, a sketchbook, being able to put all that out on paper so it's not builded up inside, that helped a little bit. And just trying to take my mind off of it.
For me, I would say friends. My friends have helped me throughout high school and middle school. And my best friend from middle school, she has helped me a lot through everything. And like Madison said, having something to do, distract you from it, would also calm me a little bit. That has definitely helped me a lot in high school.
What steps should high school take to promote mental health awareness and support among students?
Well, I feel like we said, breaks, we should definitely do breaks, but not so much so to the point where students take advantage of it, but more something that students should be I'm okay because I can take breaks, something that they should lean on and rely on, students, of course there are some students who deal with mental health issues and we don't know because they don't like to say it.
They don't speak up.
Yeah, they don't speak up, they don't do attentions or anything like that. So they should definitely do something where they can talk about it but anonymously. The forms that our school has, they should just have something anonymously where you can just write down what you feel and no one should, not even the counselors, no one, it would definitely give the students some type of comfort because they're opening up to something, but no one is knowing or anything.
Yeah. Going on that, I think they just need to get a better insight. Students in general, I think when I first started having anxiety, the first thing that I kind of helped was just knowing about anxiety, because there's so many things that I just didn't even know. I just thought anxiety was anxiety and that you get it. So I think that something that they definitely need to start doing is just getting more knowledge on students and mental health in general, because that's definitely what helped me a lot.
Yeah, I agree. I would say that having teachers be more aware about mental health issues is a really big thing, because I remember, I've seen teachers actually sort of teachers look at kids in disgust who might be having problems or like they're just a bad kid and stuff like that. And I think it's really important for teachers to be a little bit more aware of the mental health problems that might be going on for kids, because I think it would help them, a lot, and just kind of decrease that sort of stigma that's around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that kids need familiarity to be able to open up about something. So having that like comforting teacher or the teacher they connect the most with, being able to train that teacher on like how to respond to this, how to know when to report it when it gets like to a dangerous level, that would be beneficial.
How can high school students communicate their mental health needs efficiently to teachers, counselors, or parents?
I think just trying to find somebody who you feel comfortable around is a very big step. I think for me last year, my English teacher was definitely a very adamant person when it came to like anxiety stuff, like even when it just came to work or in general. So I think just having, adults be more familiar with people, I think definitely.
Yeah, I think that kids should be able to talk to the teacher that they feel the most comfortable with, because I have a teacher who this is his first year and he's already had kids come and report like people not being the nicest to him, being like assaulted and other stuff like that. So I think having that one teacher be able to hold all that and be able to tell should be a good thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I believe it's really important to have an adult, someone you can trust, like y'all been saying, like someone who you can rely on and talk to about everything like that. And it does benefit you a lot during your mental health, like when you're having like something like really bad happening to you. It does like help a lot relying on an adult to be able to talk to and understand. Like we've been saying, there are adults and teachers that mock other students and don't pay attention. I feel like having one person who does understand, and I'm glad that there is adults that are there and understand that kids can have problems too, because it does benefit like a lot.
How has the topic of mental health affected y'all's personal life as a high school student?
Definitely has opened my eyes a lot on how I feel and how I'm supposed to feel. It definitely took a big toll in my life, I would say that. But I feel like mental health people have perceptions of what it should be like and how it should be like, but at the same time, everyone is different. Like you said, you wanted to know about anxiety, and I also have anxiety too, which does become a big issue. And some people should know how to we should learn how to control it and how to deal with it, because I haven't learned how to deal with it yet. I don't know how to help to help myself when I'm dealing with those types of situations. So I would say it definitely does take most of my life away from myself, from enjoying things that I should be enjoying.
Yeah, I think it the way that sometimes it can play with your emotions. Like some days I'll have outbursts and I can't control it, and for the rest of the day it's like shut in. I can't hear anything. It hurts to listen to louder noises. And so I think that it being part of my life has been not the greatest, and that I probably should talk to someone about this, but I haven't had the chance to yet.
I think when I first had my anxiety, even people just bringing up anxiety or mental health in itself, I just got really annoyed because since I didn't know how to deal with it, I didn't even want people to mention it, even just in general, not even towards me. I just did not like it. But I think now that not even just people in general, but friends and family that have spoken up more about it, I don't care to have to mention it. Right now, if you had to talk to me about anxiety or even just what you're going through, it's something that I can deal with and handle and be able to help instead of not be ignorant about it.
Yeah, I think of it as like a bubble sometimes, because when you push up against the wall of the bubble, sometimes it'll bounce you back to where you were.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think mental health has definitely affected my life in a lot of ways. It's kind of you're basically for me, it was just kind of I had these problems, like I said, I've had them ever since I was like a kid, and so for me, it was kind of just like, just the topic of like mental health in general. I was kind of just like, oh, no, I don't have anything, there's nothing wrong with me, blah, blah, blah. And I guess it kind of just leaving it alone and kind of brushing it off to the side kind of, made it worse. And so whenever I kind of learned more about mental health and kind of just acknowledge like, hey, this is a problem, I have to fix it, it kind of, I guess, got a little better. And when I learned more about, anxiety and stuff like that, I would definitely, encourage it a lot.
And I feel like our anxiety and our stuff sometimes can be translated into our work without us realizing. Because sometimes I can look at something I made and see the nuances of that in there, and I'll be like, huh, I didn't put that in there.
Have you noticed any changes or improvements in the way that mental health is discussed and understood among high school students in recent years?
I feel like it's getting a little better, like piece by piece, puzzle piece by puzzle piece. We're starting to open up about it. More people that have like dealt with are starting to come into like power. Like more counselors that have dealt with this are starting to come in and be able to help kids more.
Yeah, I feel like it definitely has improved because people are starting to have more support system, whether it's friends or adults, and like she said, counselors and people have gone through it, so they know how it feels. So I feel like as we get more counselors in the schools who are younger, they understand it, they understand what students go through, and it definitely will improve like the education system and everything, like mental health wise.